October, and that can only mean one thing. High school playoff football is just around the corner. Welcome to Week 7 of Friday Night Football.
We're going to start tonight with the FNF Game of the Week, a rematch of a Division II semi from a season ago. It's Pelham and Trinity, Mike.
Let's go to the home of the Pioneers. Trinity 4-1, the Pelham Pythons 6-0. First drive for Pelham here. Trinity's Connor Bishop comes flying in unblocked, and he forces a fumble recovered by Janzel Mateo, leads to a field goal, and it's 3-0 Pioneers. Pelham has one of the best rushing attacks in the state. Luke Draper finds a seam up the middle, 17 yards for a touchdown. Pythons take a 7-3 lead in the second quarter. Good spiral here by Trinity QB Ollie Service to Malith. Takes 3 Pythons to bring him down, but this drive would stall. Pelham quarterback Kevin Hardy looking for someone to throw to. Nobody's open. He says, you know what? Fine, I'll do it myself. Weaving to the sideline, a broken play ends up with a 31-yard gain for the Pythons. Luke Draper says, yeah, that was cool, but can you do this? Dragging defenders, Nick Landry, Cameron Marvin helping him get even closer down to the 2-yard line. Brady Williams punches it in. 13-3 Pelham at halftime. But get this, Trinity saving it all for the second half, scoring 13 unanswered points in the fourth to hand Pelham its first loss of the year and avenge last year's playoff loss, 23-13.
Unbelievable finish. We head to Pennacook, which is a village in Concord, Merrimack Valley, and their drumline hosting Conval in a Division II clash. The Cougars up a score, the Red Sea parts for quarterback Kurt Dean, running untouched into the end zone to go up 12-0. The Pride keeping this ball game close. Jack Paris cool under pressure. Christopher Babonis on the catch and run. Merrimack Valley makes it a one-score game, but that's as close as they would get. Conval closes it out for a 12-7 win.
Elsewhere in Division II, Manchester West beating Kingswood by a touchdown in a battle of two 4-2 teams. Nolan Cheminsky and Brendan McPhee hooking up for 2 scores for the Blue Knights.
It's Hanover over Kennett by 3 TDs, 28-7.
St. Thomas Aquinas beating Milford 32-14. Running back Kenny Avery with a big game for the Saints. And now we go up to Division I, a huge matchup tonight, Ian, between Bishop Guertin and Bedford.
Yeah, the Bulldogs undefeated coming into this game, but we heard some people calling those Bulldogs underdogs against the Cardinals in this one.
Well, it was 21-14 Bedford when we got to this game. Bedford quarterback Bennett Matthews looks to pass, quickly changes course. Good footwork. He'll be doing this on the Duke lacrosse field next year. Another score by the Bulldogs, 28-14 lead. BG says not so fast. QB Nathan Bowen pretty good on the run as well. The junior gets pushed out of bounds, down by the 5. Next play, Logan Curran's going to run it in. Cardinals make it a one-score game in the fourth quarter. How about Matthews again? He is so dangerous when he takes off with the ball. The senior QB, he was feasting tonight. 35-21 Bedford. But BG is still not going away. Bowen to Rocco Roy makes it a one-score game again. Then Brody Helton and the Bulldogs put this one on ice. Would love to see these teams meet again next month. Bedford wins 35-28.
We'll write that down for next month. Up in Dover, the Green Wave going for the upset of Merrimack. Dover down by 1. Joseph Lenardi running off tackle from the 10-yard line, stretches the field and finds the end zone. Dover extending its lead. Before the half, Merrimack faking the run, floating the football to big number 87, not Rob Gronkowski, but similar. Zach Rattay getting Merrimack within 2. Watch this 2-point conversion attempt. It's a halfback shovel pass, and it works. I've never seen this before. Rattay hauls in the ball from Shea Scott after he took the handoff. They tie the game there and win it after that, 28-19, the final.
What a great play. That Merrimack-Dover game was close in the first half, but we had a lot of games that finished off close.
Including this one from the Seacoast, Mike. Portsmouth Oyster River and their cheerleaders watching a wild game.
Yeah, as the Clipper Cats face Nashua North, Portsmouth up as many as 21-7 in the second half. Here in the fourth, it's a 7-point game, and then North gets within a point. Jedwin Luvares makes a leaping touchdown catch. The Titans make it 21-20. They line up for a potential game-tying extra point. It's blocked by Portsmouth Oyster River. Michael Burr getting a hand on it. So the Clipper Cats hold on to the 1-point lead. 2 minutes left. The Cats are in punt formation. Get this. Nashua North's Dylan Noble. He's going to field it on the hop here. He gets to the sideline. And he says, you know what? I'm going all the way. He's off to the races. The go-ahead punt return touchdown.
Wow.
That ends up being the game winner. Nashua North finishes off a second-half comeback to win on the road 28-21.
Special teams, so important. Halftime performance by the Concord High School band, the Crimson Tide, hosting Goffstown. Concord's Colin Savard goes for 6 untouched, and the home team taking a 28-7 lead in the third quarter. This time, the Crimson Tide get it done in the air. Reese Craig to Nicholas Marquise, who's waiting wide open in the end zone, both feet down. Confirmation from the official. Concord wins big, 40-7.
Shout out to the highlight guy broadcasting this game between two 4-1 teams, Nashua South and Manchester Memorial. Game tied at 6 in the first. The Purple Panthers punch it in from the 1-yard line. Cody Jackson on the QB keeper. 13-7 Nashua South. Same spot, different team. I promise it's not the same highlight. Memorial tying the game from the 1-yard line. Gabriel Felch puts the shoulder down and scores. Game tied back up at 13. A little bit farther out this time, the Crusaders pitch the pigskin to big number 22. Ledem Adomane. No one's going to stop him. Manchester Memorial goes up a touchdown before half. Crusaders win 46-28. Pinkerton going across the border to Massachusetts and taking its first loss of the year, 27-20 to Andover.
Exeter getting win number 5 on the year, defeating Spalding 28-13.
In the western section of D1, Wyndham shutting Manchester Central out tonight, 28-0.
And Salem with a win over state runner-up Londonderry there, 35-21.
In Division 3 West, we see Monadnock staying undefeated with a 49-0 win over Fall Mountain.
And it's Newport by a touchdown, 21-14. Alvern picks up its second win of the season, 25-22 over Timberlane. Michael Landmesser with 2 touchdowns for the Broncos.
Laconia getting to 5-1 on the year, 21-7 over Stevens.
And you can watch all of our Friday night football shows on our website tonight, WMUR.com. You can click on sports or watch the mobile app.
All right, Ian, so this was an exciting night of football. I think it was the best night of the season. A lot of close games, close finishes, comebacks. I think these teams are really coming into their own as we approach the playoffs.
That's exactly the point I was going to make, is as we get deeper into the season, these teams learn who they are, what they're good at, what they might want to throw into the trash can, and they embrace their strengths at this point.
Looking ahead to Week 8 of Friday Night Football. Just 2 weeks remain in the regular season now, and our Week 8 FNF Game of the Week is undefeated Bedford at Londonderry.